Let's pray for Kendrick. See, by the end of this video, you're gonna know why Kendrick dissing Drake is gonna be the worst mistake of his career. So first off, karma is not on Kendrick Lamar's side when it comes to this beef with Drake. I know a lot of y'all look back at Kendrick Lamar's Control verse as this iconic moment in hip hop, but in actuality, Kendrick Lamar was just a cloud chaser looking for a moment.
Cause you know what time it is, and that goes for Jamaica, Big Crit Wale, Pusha T, Meek Mills, A$AP Rocky, Drake.
Genius did a top 10 rappers of 2013 list, and Kendrick Lamar is nowhere to be found on his list, but Drake is number 1. So the repainting of this narrative surrounding Kendrick Lamar's Control verse being Kendrick Lamar's way of trying to motivate his peers to rap better is just a flat out lie. He wasn't their peers. He was a nobody looking for some attention, and he was going to get his moment at the expense of his homies, including Drake. Look at how disgusting this is. Drake took time out of his day to show up to a BET Music Matter tour day for struggling rappers when Kendrick Lamar was on the tour and they made a stop in Toronto. Drake showed up to this hole-in-the-wall concert stop to support a struggling rapper called Kendrick Lamar and show him love and co-sign him. He even called Kendrick Lamar one of his real friends in the industry. And now this was September 19th, 2012. So Kendrick Lamar already knew. He just backstabbed Drake with a verse that was coming out soon.
Toronto, y'all make some motherfucking noise. Yeah. I'm gonna let you know, I've been enjoying the fuck out of this shit. I can still taste the Hennessy in my mouth from last night, and I already had 2 tonight, so I'm in there tonight feeling wavy. But I want to let you know, I've been on tour with this guy. This is like actually one of my real friends. You meet a lot of people in the business. This is one of my real friends, and I swear almost every single night, all this nigga would ever tell me is, I fucking love Toronto. So y'all make some noise for Kendrick Lamar one time.
Co-signed him, came to his raggedy show to show love to a struggling rapper called Kendrick Lamar, only to wake up a few months later to see that struggling rapper who he was trying to help, who he put his arms around and co-signed. Well, that struggling rapper was looking for a moment, so he decided to use you as a stepping stool and dished you in a song. So Drake obviously wasn't happy about it, so Drake expressed it. He expressed how unhappy he was about Kendrick Lamar dissing him.
Neighborhood Drake Day going down right now, man. Control the record. People still banging it, man. Where is Drake at with Control?
I'm probably like as done as like the rest of the world is with that record. Like I think it came and it went, you know what I mean? And not to discredit it, like it was a good moment, but at the end of the day, it's just like, it was like one of those sort of like fleeting like Twitter frenzies that like, it was cool for what it was, you know, and I'm just into making like, my thing is like, I like lasting power, you know, that's my thing. I want you to still be listening to this album in the summer or, you know, next year, where I want this to stay in your car, stay on your mind. It's like not even about the music, you know what I mean? It wasn't even about like the content of it. It just seemed to be about like, you know, all the and all the talking at the time, and now everybody's like over it. Nobody plays it. It's just like whatever.
But I think that's
looking back and seeing how candidly Drake was speaking is kind of refreshing, because 2024, both Drake and Kendrick are too big to do radio interviews and speak this candidly. So, you know, it's kind of cool to hear Drake kind of speak like that, right? But yeah, Drake called the record, you know, like a wash. He said, bro, the record flopped. Like, nobody is listening to it no more, bro. Like, it was a waste of time. And Drake would also speak on what he believes the impact of the record would have on Kendrick Lamar. Now, Drake will say that he don't believe that anybody will work with Kendrick Lamar on his upcoming album because he dissed him. And Drake will say that he has no plans on working with Kendrick Lamar. And Drake will say that he don't believe that Kendrick Lamar making that song was good for his career. Now, looking back at those comments, it does seem laughable at this point because Kendrick Lamar went on to have a Hall of Fame career. But nonetheless, though, at those times, you know, Drake, you know, he was spitting, right? You know, like if you listen to Drake in those times, you would have said, okay, yeah, Drake is right. You feel me, man? Like, bro, you just cloud chased and burned all your industry bridges.
Because it wasn't a single. And it did what it was meant to. It had people listening to lyrics and excited about hip-hop.
And you and Kendrick are good as far as, like, the albums and doing records with each other. Did that kind of, when you heard your name, did you feel like, man, like, that was kind of disrespectful? Or did you feel like, you know, our names were just kind of thrown in there and it was...
I feel like he made a decision, you know what I'm saying? And it was a decision to make. You know, he was like, man, I'm either going to go for this moment because I know it's going to be a big moment, or I'm going gonna like take heed to the fact that I have real relationships, and I'm gonna like not do that. Cause like, you know, I'll be real, like I've thought of doing that before. You know, I thought like, man, it would be crazy if I just went off on everybody, but it's just kind of like, where does it really get me? Then what? Then every time I rap, people are gonna expect me to be confrontational, and when I'm not, then it's not entertaining. You know what I mean? It's like, it kind of puts you in a box a bit. So
I don't think that put Kendrick in a box.
I don't know if I necessarily respect it. You know, we all make decisions. I'm sure he'll be good. He's talented as you know what I'm saying? He's going to have another album and another opportunity to take the world by storm. So he'll be all right, you know what I'm saying? Even if it doesn't feature, you know, any of the names that he mentioned, which it probably won't, to be honest with you. I don't know who's going to go back from that and be like, yeah, let's do that. Let's link up and nah, you know what I'm saying? But he'll be all right. You know, he's a talented dude.
Does it make you like not want to collab with him?
Yeah, I'm good right now, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just about this album and me, and you know, I don't know necessarily if I feel like 100% like I'm not like, man, send me some, let's work. Like, nah, not really. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really just focused on me and OVO and my side of things. You know, I'm not really, like, into doing, like, a record with him, no.
Drake made it clear he wasn't feeling it, and Kendrick Lamar burned the bridges with him, and he don't plan on messing with Kendrick Lamar anymore. But he never said F Kendrick Lamar. He said Kendrick Lamar is really talented. So Drake kept it as political as possible, but still stood on his square and made it known, bro, that he wasn't rocking with what Kendrick Lamar did, and he thought it was corny. Now, Kendrick Lamar, while hearing his homie, a dude who showed him heavy love, a dude, you know, who championed him, who co-signed him from his very beginning, Kendrick Lamar seeing that dude express how upset he was about him dissing him and disrespecting him, and instead of Kendrick Lamar apologizing, Kendrick Lamar decided that he was going to go on BET Awards and diss the dude album and pretty much diss him.
You're an opportunist. I let you eat, now go back to church and still practice at communion. What are we doing? I'm about to crack the Da Vinci Code. Yeah, and nothing been the same since they dropped control and tucked the sense of the rapper back in his pajama clothes. Ha ha, joke's on you, high five. I'm bulletproof, your shots will never penetrate. Pin a tail on a donkey, boy, you been a fake. I got my thumb on hip-hop and my foot in the back of your ass. Aftermath gets the last laugh. I serve like Master Jeffrey.
Obviously, Nothing Was the Same was the album that Drake dropped that year. Kendrick Lamar went on a BET Cypher and name-dropped the album and then followed it up with nothing but disses about sensitive rappers and Drake. Yeah, right? Now, we know how this story ended up, right? These two traded back and forth and sneak disses back and forth for the last decade. Now, Kendrick Lamar is the latest one to respond back with a diss, all right? So let's dissect it. So Kendrick Lamar hopped on a song with Future, Metro Boomin, and he dissed Drake. So first off, let's just dissect that particular dynamic right there. Now, we knew that Future and Drake hadn't been seen eye to eye for a minute now, but we didn't know why. Now, Nori came on a Breakfast Club and said that Future and Drake are not cool because of this.
Little rumor that you said there behind the scenes.
Okay.
Remember?
What?
You was talking about Future and Drake.
Oh, that's what I heard. I heard that's a big rumor that Future is not too happy this Drake and 21 Savage album, and
because Future and Drake did an album before,
and it makes Drake and Future album not as important, I would say.
That's what he feels.
And that's, I mean, this is allegedly, this is all rumors. I never heard it from Future's mouth, never heard it from Drake.
But the internet has ran with rumors that Future and Drake are no longer cool because of a particular girl called Princess Diana. Who knows why, but Future and Drake are not cool. Now, we know for a fact that Metro Boomin and Drake are not cool. That became evident when Metro Boomin took Drake off his album, when Metro Boomin came on Twitter and complained about how Drake album is winning awards over his album. Drake then sneaked this Metro a couple of times, including that one time on Twitch, where he essentially sneaked this Metro for dissing him or mentioning him on Twitter and then deleting a tweet.
Sincere thank you. And to the rest of you, the non-believers, the underachievers, the tweet and deleters, you guys make me sick to my stomachs, fam. Honestly, if you guys want to look in my eyes, you guys want to do something? You guys, that's what I thought.
I believe it was at this moment when Drake asked Metro, what you gonna do about it? Are you gonna do something? That's what I thought. That right there bred the concept of this joint album with Future, because this entire album was just a big old troll at Drake, down to the track list. But so Metro and Drake, we know, had a long history of not getting along at all. Metro been a Drake hater. Now apparently those two got beef because Metro Boomin was pillow talking to women about Drake. All of this may lead to women, and it's sad. So Kendrick Lamar linked up with two of Drake's current ops. Now, mind you, before we even get to the Kendrick Lamar verse, when you take a look at the Metro and Future collab album that Kendrick Lamar did the verse on, yo, their track list were just the opposite. All right. I got on glasses, people, but I ain't the brightest, all right? All right? Don't be fooled by the glasses, all right? So their track list was literally just the opposite of 21 Savage and Drake's collab albums, right? You know, in their track list. Let's check out what I'm talking about. And pardon the mistake, I meant Drake's For All the Dogs, not the collab album with 21 Savage. So on the left is For All the Dogs track list, and on the right is Metro's and Future's track list, all right? So Drake obviously has Slime You Out. They got slimed in. Drake is Furthest Thing. They got Claustrophobic. Drake is The Shoes Fit. They got Cinderella, meaning, you know, the shoe don't fit. Trust Issues. We Don't Trust You. Won't Be Late. Running Out of Time. Treacherous Twins. Where Is My Twin? A Night Off. Everyday Hustle. I Don't Give a F. What the F You mean? So when Metro and Future was making their Troll album, they decided to recruit the services of Kendrick Lamar, who's also a Drake hater, you know, to use him as a tool to go at Drake. Now, I don't even think, you know, Kendrick needed much convincing to diss Drake, because Kendrick Lamar just dropped the album after a 4-year hiatus that flopped, right? He dropped an album, and for the first time in his career, his album didn't sit with us. His album came, and about 2 weeks later, everybody stopped playing it. I'm in LA, right? I'm in LA County, and I don't hear not one radio station playing it. I don't hear no parties playing it. I don't hear no cars driving through town playing this album. So the album already flopped, and Kendrick Lamar moment is fleeting because nobody really cares about him in 2024, you know, like that, right? So Kendrick Lamar took this opportunity, you know, to do the same thing he did in 2013, which is, I'm a nobody, you know, I don't have attention on me right now. Let me cloud chase and diss our favorites to get some attention. So that's why I believe Kendrick Lamar is on his album, right? It's the cloud chase and diss Drake. But let's talk about the diss itself. Now, a lot of people is hyping up this diss, but was it truly great? Well, let's dissect the verses, man. Now, I'm not biased. You know, I'm going to be as honest as possible. You know, let's talk about it.
These niggas talking out of their neck. Don't put no coughing out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat.
This was a bizarre angle. This was a pretty bizarre one. He started talking like a gangster. Started like taking the street card. I'm too paranoid for a threat. I'm a crash out. I'm Melly Mel. Like, bro, we don't look at you in that way, sir.
Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say yes, a lot of goofies with a check. I mean, I hold them sentiments symbolic.
I mean, like, bruh, the way people gas his verse up, you would think he was spitting some fire. We're like 20 seconds into this verse and still haven't heard nothing profound yet.
My temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but cannot be legit. No 40 water, tell him.
This entire verse is an oxymoron. He's dissing dudes for clicking up, but he's clicking up with Future and Metro to diss Drake. Like, this entire verse was either a contradiction or he's dissing himself and not Drake or J. Cole.
Yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak dissing, first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This Melly Mel if I had to. Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up.
So he's doing this thing that Eminem mastered, which he's just saying a bunch of words that don't really mean nothing. Yes, he said, you know, F first person shooter. Okay, cool. You know, that's a direct diss at Drake and J. Cole. But outside of that, bro, what did he say? Like, what did he, like, bro, it means nothing. It's gibberish here, bro.
Too many soldiers not to play it safe. If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big 3. Nigga, it's just big me.
I mean, man, these are like cool lines, bro. But where is the ether? Where's the lyrical assassin? Right? I mean, do we just give dudes like crowns or like applause now if they rap fast and say gibberish, bro? Like, where's the disses? Like, where's the fire disses? And the most egregious part has yet to premiere, right? What's up next is probably one of the most egregious part of this diss that I take a particular issue with, bruh. Take a look at the nonsense that Kendrick Lamar just stated.
I'm really like that, and your best work is a light pack, nigga. Prince outlived Mike Jack, nigga. Boom.
Bro, you're not Prince. Let's be clear here, right? The Prince and MJ debate was Prince considered himself a true and pure artist who play instruments, who diverse, who writes, who sings, who does it all. And Prince believed that Michael Jackson was a ventriloquist, that Michael Jackson couldn't really dance like that. He couldn't really play no instruments. He was just the voice, right? You feel me? You know, he ain't write all his songs. Bro, you're not Prince. Like, if anything, Drake is Michael Jackson and Prince, right? Drake is the pure artist. Drake is the diverse one. And Drake has all the accomplishments that Michael Jackson have. You're not Prince nor MJ. You don't have the accomplishments. And you're not a pure artist. Like, you don't play no instruments. You know, you don't write music. You don't make your own beats. You don't produce, bro. You put bars to pen to paper. And that's where your job stops. So you're not Prince at all. So I took a particular issue with that especially. And people outside do too, and that's why they're here beeping and barking. Yeah, bro, like, who do you think you are? I don't get it. Right? Now he ends it off with a bar that absolutely means nothing. Right? Like, it's more gibberish. Check out how he ends the verse.
For all your dogs getting buried, that's a K with all these nines. You gon' see Pet Cemetery, nigga.
K with all the nines, and you gonna end up in a Pet Cemetery. It's more nothing. It's more fluff. It's no substance. Like, what does that mean? You're gonna kill Drake, bro? Like, or what? You know, you're gonna body Drake musically? Like, come on, bro. Like, it's more fluff, man. Now, here's why I believe this is a grave mistake, right? You see, he poked Drake and J. Cole. Now, if y'all don't know, J. Cole is the same rapper who, when Diddy was about to smack fire into Kendrick, J. Cole actually put the pause on Diddy so Diddy wouldn't harm Kendrick. So J. Cole got that trump card, bro, where he can play that. But also, too, Drake, poking J. Cole right now in 2024, it's like backing up and allowing Steph to shoot a three-pointer in a game where he's 19 for 20 from three and up 50 points already, right? That's what that could be compared to. J. Cole right now is on a run of legendary verses, bro. J. Cole has murdered every feature he has been on in the last 12 months. J. Cole right now is floating on God-tier MC status right now. You poking J. Cole while he's in his God-tier MC mode is only going to end up bad for you because this little light pack you gave ain't really going to withstand J. Cole, right? Now, if you can't really go bar for bar with J. Cole and beat J. Cole, and you already got that smoke coming your way, now you add Drake to it. Now, Drake is going to beat you in other ways. First of all, Drake will outbar Kendrick. It's no close. We've seen Drake go toe-to-toe with Meek Mill, body Meek. We've seen Drake go toe-to-toe with Common, body Common. We've seen Drake go toe-to-toe with Pusha T, body Pusha T. Now, a lot of y'all like to lie and say Pusha T won, but let's break it down real quick, right, before we continue. Pusha T sneak dissed Lil Wayne, Drake, and Young Money, right? Drake responded back to that Pusha T diss, and he bodied Pusha T. So, therefore, round one, Drake bodied Pusha T. Round two, Pusha T dropped a diss track where he's naming Drake Kid and like baby mama, all type of weird stuff, right? Drake said, I'm not feeding into it. I'm not responding back. So therefore, round two never happened. So if the beef ended at round one, Drake won that beef, bro, because round two never took place because Drake never responded back. So Drake is undefeated in rap battles against true MCs like Common, Pusha T, and Meek. And then you also added in, Drake is the most strategic rapper to ever live. Drake is quite possibly the most strategic human to ever live. You think you about to beat Drake? Like you think you throwing out this little bait like that like you throw out to kind of like draw Drake in and like corner him with like a second or third verse or song? It's not gonna happen. Yo, Drake has seen everything, bro. Drake is gonna out-strategize Kendrick and make Kendrick look like a fool. Drake is gonna destroy Kendrick systematically, Drake is going to cerebrally ruin Kendrick Lamar. I'm telling you this, by the end of this year, Kendrick Lamar's career will start looking like Meek Mill. Have y'all soon forgotten that Meek Mill was selling 200,000 copies first week, that he was regarded as a top 5 rapper in the world, as the top MC before Drake bodied him? Kendrick Lamar is going to suffer the same fate as Meek Mill. Because first off, J. Cole is going to leave a chink in Kendrick's armor. And Drake is going to play cleanup. But when Drake play cleanup, he don't play fair. Drake is too strategic. And Kendrick Lamar dissed Drake a little bit too late. Yo, if you would have dissed Drake before Pusha T and you would have brought out a lot of these chinks in Drake's armor yourself, that would have probably served you well. But right now, we already know everything there is to know about Drake, right? All of Drake's flaws, his chinks, everything. So there's nothing you can expose on Drake. But we don't know your skeletons yet, bro. We don't know why that breakup happened. Now, I'm not going to speak on nobody's personal relationships, but we don't know nothing about that yet, Kendrick. Drake is going to unearth a lot of things, and it's going to be bad for you. You should have probably chose to just diss Drake, right? Maybe that would have been a battle. But when J. Cole leave a chink in your armor and you're a little bit, like handicapped, and Drake comes to play cleanup, it's over with, bro. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, all right? I think it's over for Kendrick, right? I believe by the end of the year, man, Kendrick Lamar's career will start looking like Meek Mill, right? Kendrick Lamar's career will start looking like Meek Mill. Drake is about to drop a record that's going to be a certified hit, that's going to play in every club, and it's going to be bad for Kendrick, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, all right? And if you're still watching, I want you guys to click on the video somewhere on my screen, man, to find out about this really huge Boosie and Charleston White drama. Click on this video here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.